and welcome Alan Solarge.
Thank you, Mrs. Solarge. Cool, so thanks, Simi. Welcome everybody. My name's Alan. Thanks for braving the weather, much appreciated. Can I tell you a little bit about myself before we get started? So I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm actually, I was a street vendor. I was not from vendor, not from the streets either. But that's how I started. I started like hawking, and I built my way up to a very big company. I became a multi-millionaire, and there was just one problem with that. I got rich on my own. Nobody came with me, and you know what? I felt guilty. There was like a disconnect somewhere, and I've been looking for ways of making money with other people and helping other people get what I've got, and it's taken me a long time to do that. And I've always been open-minded. Are you guys open-minded? Yeah. Okay, cool. So I've always been open-minded, looking for different ways, to make income, because quite frankly, I'd rather be lying on the beach in Ibiza. I'm not lazy. I just, I'm lazy. So I'm going to show you a concept that I saw in December, and absolutely blew my mind. Got involved, and we've made over 250,000 Rand in the last 9 weeks. Not because we're special, but because the concept works. And anybody would like to find out more about what I'm doing? So MMM, what is MMM? We found a way that we can make 30% per month. Who would like to know more about that? Cool. So what is MMM? Well, let me, can I take the ladies over here for example? You've lost your badge. I saw you moved it. Cool, so everybody in the room gives 500 Rand to Nao 1 month, okay? You know what a stokvel is, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So then everybody in the room gives money to Boitumelo, okay? The same amount of money, cool? And then everybody in the room gives money to Loza the next month. That's the 3rd month, right? And then Loza disappears with the money.
No.
Is that how it works? Sometimes it does. Okay, so you've got to really introduce close friends and family so that they don't disappear with the money. Is that how it works? Cool. So in a stokvel, your money doesn't grow. There's no growth with your money. It's like a forced savings account. Is that right? Okay, with us, we like the same sort of thing. We donate money. Okay, and then our money grows at 30% per month. So we're the largest donations exchange network, 200 million members in 118 countries. We're very well established, and we get rewarded for helping the community. So, can I tell you the good, bad, and the ugly? Because there's lots of ugly. And when you go home, I know what you're going to do. You're going to go Google. Your best friend, Google. And good boy, but you're going to use Google, okay? So with Google, there's going to be lots of negativity about what we're doing, and I'll explain to you why. So can I tell you the truth? The whole truth? Okay, so there was this guy by the name of Sergey Mavrodi. He lived in Russia, in Moscow, in 1984. He had a very big company, was one of the first computer guys in Russia, had a computer company, he's a programmer, and he listed his company on the stock exchange. And he said that his shares would double every 30 days, and they did, because he said they would. And eventually he ran out of shares, and he went to the government and said, please can I have more shares? And the government said no. And he didn't understand why. So he was quite disgruntled about the behavior of the government. And the reason they said no is because at one stage he had 1/3 of his officers in bags. Okay, they couldn't even count the money fast enough to put it into the bank. Okay, the money was changing hands so quickly. Anyway, so they arrested him. Yes, he went to jail for 4 years. Okay, they called it tax evasion. The government stole the money. They did not give the money back to the public. That's already a problem. Okay, right there. Okay, so the public became very disgruntled at what happened. So while he was in jail, okay, in his first year in jail, the public voted him into Duma, which is their parliament. Okay, and he became like a mayor. Sounds like South Africa, right? It's similar. And he became like a mayor of the country, of one of their states, okay? And the reason they had to release him is because if they didn't, there'd be a revolt, okay, in their country. There was going to be riots and stuff. So they released him. He didn't want to get into government or into politics. He didn't even accept a check, okay, from the country, okay, from you know, a salary. And he started MMM in various different ways until he came up with a perfect structure, okay? And in 2011, he launched the perfect structure, and the perfect structure is what you're seeing tonight, okay? So all he wanted to do was, he wanted to create a fair financial order for the public. That was his goal. Back in 1971, that's what gave money its value. In 1971, they lifted the gold standard from currency all around the world. And what that means today is that the money that you have in your pockets is just a piece of paper with a beautiful picture and a number. It's perceived value. In other words, your money is worthless. And that's why the South African currency, one of the reasons, is why the South African currency is worthless. And that's why the Zim currency is absolutely worth nothing. Okay, because there's no value to it. Does that make sense? So what happens is the banks, they print money illegally, okay? It's a fact. You can Google this, you can go to YouTube and check this out. It's not my opinion. So what happens is that the banks, they phone up the Reserve Bank. The Reserve Bank, do you think it's a South African company? No. It belongs to the Swiss and the Germans. It's a private company, okay? It doesn't even, not even in South Africa, okay? It's actually in Switzerland, okay? And the bank phones up the Reserve Bank, they say, we need more money, and the government, they say, okay, and they just add like a zero on the computer. So it's just like ridiculous what's going on. They like make all the money, and that's bad, okay? So what happens is they print this money, they lend it out to you, the public, at ridiculous interest rates. It's called usury. It's not right, it's corrupt. Okay, maybe you can afford it, and what happens is that you go to the bank and you say, oh, I need an overdraft, I want to better my life, I need new furniture, blah, blah, blah. They give you the loan, they're like, you know, fix the numbers so that it looks like you can afford it. Sounding familiar? Yeah? And then you have the big R. Do you know what the big R is? All of you have had it. I've had it. It's called retrenchment. Sound familiar? Yeah, and then you're still in debt, but the bank wants their money. So they come and they take all your stuff away. Okay? And then you're in trouble. So if you go into overdraft, which is what they want, with this high interest rate, you'll remain a financial slave forever. You'll never get out of debt. And that's what the banks want, because they want to control us. Does it sound familiar, guys? It hasn't happened to any one of you guys, right? You're not part of their system, right? Yeah. Exactly. Cool. Our goal is to empower the masses to live like the rich. And who are the rich? The bankers. Do you work harder than the bankers? Hey? You do. Are you richer than the bankers? There's a problem. We need to change that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is when you realize that poverty in South Africa is finished. Okay? Can we give a round of applause to that? Doing legal. Absolutely, it is legal. So let me ask you a question. Would it be cool if you could donate 10 Rand to me? Is that legal? It's legal, right? Okay, cool. So can you donate 1,000 Rand to me? If you had the money, if you were a rich person, richer than you are now, because I know you're a multi. So can you donate 1,000 Rand to me? Okay, we'll fork it up. No. Okay, thank you. And that's what makes us legal. We're a peer-to-peer system, which means that Warren donates money to... There you go. Okay, and Nayo donates money to Boitumelo, and that's called a peer-to-peer system. There's no central bank account, which means that you don't put money into MMM and then MMM pays somebody. You pay somebody directly. Okay, there's no central bank account. MMM is like Facebook. Are you all on Facebook? Okay, MMM is like Facebook. What does Facebook do? Facebook just connects people. Okay, they connect, like MMM, what MMM does is that it connects a person that wants to donate money to a person that wants to have a donation received. That's all that MMM is. Okay, it's just an online digital platform that connects people. So how does it work? Well, there's the opportunity is, okay, to donate money, which we call provide help or PH, or receive a donation, which we call get help or GH. Those are the two words that you really need to learn this evening, okay? So when you join, you get your own website, and on the left there's the provide help button, and that's when you want to give a donation, you'll press the provide help button. So let's say you had 10,000 Rand spare and you wanted to donate this to the community, the MMM community. You go to your website, you press the provide help button, and you haven't donated anything yet. This is just a pledge to pay. It's a promise to pay in X amount of days, okay? In X amount of days, MMM will match you with somebody that you need to pay, and you'll pay them. So when you hit the provide help button for your 10,000 Rand, your 10,000 Rand is now converted into MMM's currency called Mavro. That's our internal currency, okay? And your Mavro starts to grow at 30% per month. So if you left your money in, or your Mavros in the system for 30 days, you would have earned 30%, which would be 3,000 Mavro. Now you have 13,000 Mavro in the system. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So after 10 days, after you hit the provide help button, okay, in 10 days time, MMM will then match you with somebody that you need to pay that money to, okay? You'd pay that person directly. You've got full disclosure, their phone numbers, bank accounts, etc. You'd pay the money directly into their bank account, okay? You take the deposit slip, you upload the deposit slip into our system so that our system knows that you've done the payment. And then when that person receives the donation, so let's say Warren donates to Mercedes, okay, Mercedes gets the money in her bank account, Mercedes then verifies the transaction. Once the transaction is verified by Mercedes, she's the only one that can verify this transaction. Okay, she verifies it, then Warren, now you can then GH, okay, and you can GH to the value of your initial donation, which was your 10,000 Rand plus your 3,000 Rand interest on your Mavro, okay, and you'd get out 13,000 Rand. Are you excited yet? Cool. So the rules of the game are only use extra cash, okay? We don't want you to don't get greedy here, don't get caught up in the money, okay? Just calm down, okay? Do this responsibly, we're all adults here, okay? So only use extra cash, do not cheat, which means that you can only have one MMM account per person, okay? This is linked to your email address, it's linked to your phone number, and it's linked to your bank account, okay? If you say that you're going to donate, then you must donate. If you don't donate, then you will be expelled from MMM forever. There's no coming back. This is a one-time opportunity for you to get rid of the shackles of modern-day slavery. And we are slaves, each and every one of us. We're sick and tired about being sick and tired about being a slave. Yes. Okay? Me too. So there are no guarantees in life, okay? With MMM, there are no guarantees. This is a donation, remember, so you could lose all your money, okay? So read the terms and conditions, and the terms and conditions clearly state only use extra cash. But let's talk about the guarantee. So we have an amazing system called the pause mode. So this is a healthy system, okay? When there is more people putting money through the system than taking money out of the system. Okay, that's a healthy system. So let's say there was negative publicity about your bank, whoever you bank with. Okay, what's going to happen tomorrow? All of you that bank with that bank, run to the bank tomorrow. Okay, the whole of South Africa runs to that bank and tries to withdraw their money. What will happen to the bank? Collapse. It will collapse. Do you know that the bank doesn't even have your money? Do you know that every Rand that you deposit into the bank can lend 17 times? Did you know that? So in actual fact, what we're doing is we're creating our own debt and poverty in our own country. We're responsible for it, which is crazy. Okay, so if you had to go to the bank, if everybody had to go to the bank tomorrow and withdraw the money, the bank would collapse. The same with MMM. If there was negative publicity about MMM and everybody ran to their system tomorrow, okay, tried to withdraw their money, okay, MMM would collapse. And the only way that can happen is through negativity. It's the only way it can collapse. But Sergey Mavrodi, the genius, he created a pause mode. So the minute our system sees that there is more money coming out of the system than going into the system, our system goes into a pause mode. That means that there is zero growth on your Mavro, okay? If you want to take your money out, you can with a maximum of a 10% growth only, okay? The rest of your growth you're going to lose, okay? And that's the only way it can fail. If there is panic in the public, me as a guide, as a manager, I'm here to instill in you that there's nothing to panic about, that the media is only there to make a noise, okay? And our competitors are there to make a noise. It's called industrial espionage. I mean, what do you think? Why do you think the banks are complaining about us? Do you think they like us? Well, let me ask you a question. How much money do you make per year interest in your bank? Do you have any idea? No, before 5%. Cool, well done. It's, give me 5. Good job. A man in charge of his finances. So the interest is between 3 and 7% at most banks per year. We give you 30% per month. So what do you think the South African population are doing with their funds? Leaving it in the bank? Okay, exactly. They're not. They're taking out of the bank and putting it through MMM because we give a higher return, which makes sense. Does it make sense to you guys? Cool. So so now we know why the banks are making such a noise and not enjoying what we do. They don't like us at all. So when the system sees that there is more money going through the system than money coming out of the system, and it goes back to a healthy situation, a healthy system, your money starts to grow again because the pause mode has been lifted. So it's all happy days from now on, which is fantastic. So in actual fact, okay, not even the banks have this amazing security feature in place. Okay, we have it. So there are 5 ways to earn with Triple M. Okay, this is the first way to earn. This is your one-time Provide Help bonus. You only get this once on your first Provide Help. If you donate anything from $50 to up to $499, you'll get a $20 bonus. And if you donate anything from $500 to under $3,000, you'll get a $50 bonus. And anything more than $3,000, you will get a $100 bonus. The second way to earn with MMM is your 30% growth on your Mavro. Your third way to earn is, let's say you invited a friend. Who brought a friend tonight? You'll be happy about this. Because you brought a job when because you brought a friend, okay, and your friend joins, you become the sponsor. If let's say your friend puts in 2,000 Rand, you would get a 10% bonus of their pledge, which in this example is 200 Mavro, and your Mavro also grows at 30% per month. Who wants to get rich again? Hello. So, to become a manager, so let's say you brought a friend, okay, and your friend brought a friend, and your friend put in money, you would not earn. So the example is, Warren puts in Mercedes, Mercedes puts in your friend, what's your friend's name? Rebecca, okay. Rebecca puts in 10,000 Rand, Mercedes earns 1,000 Rand, Warren earns nothing. So if you want to earn off Rebecca, the friend's friend, you would need to become a manager, okay? And to become a manager, there is no charge. It's free to become a manager, okay? All you have to do is a very simple online or offline course. Do you guys know how to upload a video to YouTube? Do you know how to create a Gmail account? Do you know how to open a Facebook account? Do you know how to operate Skype? Then do the offline course, okay? And it's a 5-day course, very simple. And you will then become a manager and you will earn off your entire team, okay? But this is a manager's bonus. So let's say Mercedes, okay, becomes a manager of Warren, okay? And Mercedes has 1,000 people in her team. Warren will earn 5% of Mercedes' entire organization. That's amazing, okay? That's huge amounts of money. Up until the 10th level, your last manager, your 10th level, okay? And then after your 10th level, you would earn 0.01% of your entire organization, infinite levels deep. Thus, an infinite earnings opportunity has been created for you. You can make as much money as you want. So this is what I love about this the system, is that there's no joining fee. There is no monthly membership fee. Lots of network marketing companies insist that you pay an entry fee and that you pay a monthly membership fee. Okay, now if anybody in network marketing? Nobody. Okay, cool. So what happens is that normally people join network marketing to make money. Okay? And then what happens is they don't make money and then they quit. And then like if you're in network marketing, your money comes from the people paying their monthly membership fees or buying product. So in our circumstances, there's no joining fee, no monthly membership fee, which means that nobody quits, which is amazing. Nobody quits, nobody leaves, so your team just explodes. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hi everybody, I'm Anthony. People know me as Ant. Oral, you know me as Ant today. In December last year, I PH'd for 1,000 Rand. By a month later, I could get up 1,700. I've PH'd again already 3 times since then, and all the money that I've requested from Triple M has come to me. I'm very fortunate to have introduced my mother, my sister, my best friends, my other best friend, a lot of other people, and I've received referrals. Thank you, Triple M, and thank you, Sir Gamer Brody.
Hi everybody, so I don't know if I told you my name. My name's Simone, and when I saw Triple M, I was in a lot of financial trouble. I owned a corporate gift business, and our busiest time of the year is November. That is our busiest month. So last November 2015, on my birthday, which is the 24th of November, we had not even made enough to cover our November costs, and I realized now that my company was in a lot of trouble. People were just not buying gifts. And I was panicking because I had staff to pay, I had my own expenses to pay, I had the business expenses to pay, and I didn't know, and I started praying, and I was really praying hard because I needed something that was going to save me from this predicament I was in. And on the 5th of December, Alan and I went to meet a guy named Andrew, just such a lovely guy, and we sat with him and he showed us, he showed us Triple M, and I was completely blown away. I put some money in. I actually even took the money I was supposed to be paying SARS for VAT in January, and I thought, well, I don't need it yet, I'm going to put this into Triple M. And I managed to take out, the first time we took out 100,000 Rand odd, and again the second time just over 100,000 Rand, which has helped me to pay my salaries and pay my own salary and Alan's salary and to pay our expenses. And if it wasn't for Triple M, I not only would have had to close my company, I would have lost my home and my staff would have lost their jobs. So I'm so grateful to Triple M, I'm so grateful to Sir Gamer Brody, and just so grateful to Andrew for showing this to us, so thank you.
Cool, so and now Simone's closed her company because of Triple M, which is awesome. So, do you know why you guys, some of you are not millionaires? Anybody know? It's because nobody has shown you how to become a millionaire. So if somebody shows you how to become a millionaire, is it not obvious that you will become a millionaire? It's like, has anybody been to Japan? Nobody. Does it mean that Japan doesn't exist? It exists, I know, I've been there, it's amazing. Okay?